Nature can be beautiful and wholesome, but it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Here are some scary moments of nature that will leave you speechless. All these creepy-looking scavengers gathered over a tuna's carcass and devoured it, leaving behind just the bones. Sends a chill down your spine. That is not a spider, it's a snake's tail. This strange snake's tail imitates a spider to attract birds looking for food. And then those birds become food themselves. This poor dog was just taking a little nap when that leopard showed up. It's so eerie how the leopard stands there for so long staring at the dog before actually attacking it so brutally, the blood splattered all over the stairs. This man found himself in an absolute nightmare situation when that massive snake crawled up his pants. Somehow he found the courage to grab the snake, pull it out, throw it far away.
Jesus Christ Almighty!
These construction workers in Brazil were minding their business when this 33-foot-long, 900-pound snake interrupted them. It was so heavy they had to use their crane to lift it and take it to a safe distance. Never underestimate the largest animal on land. In an insane display of power, this elephant toppled down a huge tree, and it makes it look so easy. You'd never want to get on the bad side of an elephant. To ensure survival of the fittest, mother storks will often kill a weak and sick baby instead of wasting resources on it. It's heartbreaking to watch, but this mother stork has made up her mind about this little one. Getting swallowed by a humpback whale has got to be a kayaker's worst nightmare. Lucky for these two women, it was actually going for the bird and spat them right back out. Moose are basically 7-foot tanks weighing around 1,500 pounds, so you wouldn't want a moose charging at you at this insane speed. Those people were lucky not to be in its way. Stalking a 300-pound orangutan is rarely a good idea, but this group of people decided to risk it anyway. Lucky for them, the orangutan isn't in the mood for violence today. This man had the scare of his life when a hammerhead shark charged at him at full speed. Lucky for him, the shark was after fish that were swimming close behind the man.
He sees it.
After spawning in fresh water, adult salmon slowly rot away just like this, because fresh water doesn't have the nutrients they need to survive. This is how scary and unbelievable the recent earthquake in Turkey was. The movement of the car puts into perspective how terribly the ground was shaking. Looks like waves on water. Cheetahs are known for being one of the stealthiest animals in nature, but crocodiles are just stealthier. If you think your life is boring, here is just another day in the life of an eagle and a mountain goat. Many crabs have the ability to shed their injured limbs and grow a new one in its place. So, when this crab injured its claw, it just yanked it right off, knowing that a new one would grow back in about a year or so. When you're hungry, you'll do almost anything. This snow leopard took its chance at some prey and tumbles all the way down the mountain with the prey still in its grip. It's hard to believe at first, but this deer is about to be swallowed whole by a python. It's unbelievable what these snakes are capable of. These kayakers were close to meeting that fate when an angry crocodile charged at them. If this giant centipede starts crawling on you like this and your soul still stays in your body, then you're a brave one. Thankfully, it's this man's pet. But if it wasn't, that would be a totally different story. This crab is eating her own babies. Crabs do that when they're hungry. They can't really tell it's their own offspring. To them, it's just food. And it's just so disturbing to watch. On their way back home, this family and their little dog were chased by an angry bear. It's impressive they made it inside the house at all. Imagine having lunch with hundreds of vultures staring at you. Even for a jackal, that's one bird too many, and lunch is served. But later, the king arrives, and everyone's lunchtime is over. Just like in a horror movie, a massive alligator rose from beneath the water as this man was fishing. The gator started chasing the man, and to make things worse, he fell down. It was his lucky day because the gator finally gave up and turned away. Most kangaroos are cuddly, but seeing one with six packs and biceps certainly does some stuff to your brain. Meanwhile, around Lake Tahoe, this bear crashed open the door in search of a snack. Thankfully, no one was home, and the authorities showed up to take the bear away from the house. This giant snake is just crossing the road in the night, but it has no idea how terrifying it looks. Whatever ate this insect's shell interior left it alive just enough for it to keep crawling around. This female leopard grabbed the impala she killed and took it up that tall tree as if it was nothing. Really puts the strength of these majestic animals in perspective. This woman screamed at a sleeping bat and got exactly what she deserved. Meanwhile in India, these two motorcyclists were just trying to get home. Pelicans are reckless and will try to scoop up anything that'll fit in their beaks. Literally anything. Since these birds don't have sharp teeth or anything, they swallow the prey alive. That was the pigeon's disturbing fate, too. This is what a herd of wild horses looks like when they're being terrorized by a mad bear. That's why you never want to poke the bear. If you're in a motorboat, this would probably be your worst nightmare. This man thought he caught a catfish, but it was a giant alligator on the other side.
Oh my God.
A gator that size could have easily taken an arm or two. Just because birds eat worms doesn't mean you can swallow an entire snake. This African hornbill learned his lesson the hard way and almost choked himself to death. But then his gag reflex kicked in and saved the day.
Oh, you got it out.
You got it out.
No. Don't try it. Don't do it again.
This buck must have lost some kind of bet when it decided to cross a crocodile-infested river.
Go. Oh my gosh. No.
Go. Yes.